I have always had a problem with the so-called I call them this these slick, these silky smooth beard as homosexuals who they're not feminine presenting, but they're kind of that in between of kind of masculine but feminine, but they don't present feminine. You almost kind of have to hear the wisp in their voice to kind of catch it. Like, okay, wait a minute, the way this dude speaks and his mannerism and how he talks about men, particularly black men, it's it sounds reminiscent. It sounds like a homosexual to me. Really, I can't kind of confirm if he's gay. I think that he is, just by the way how he talks, and he's his mannerism is more feminine. That's what kind of catches my eye to where I suspect that. But it's these type of dudes that piss me off the most because they can't, I think in the gay black community, and I could be wrong, but I just think, and I talked to black men. I'm a lot more connected, even though I'm never on panels or I never get invited to panels and shit like that. I know a lot of people. I influence a lot of the mainstream guys as well. Content creators. You know, so I know a good bit of people, and I want to give a shout out to Black Mind, and I appreciate he's really one of my. I would say he is. If I could give him an award, I would say he's the best upcoming YouTuber in the Black Manosphere. Like genius work, good work. Like I like his style of videos. I like the introduction. Well put together, well put together. And the dude, I also have him on Facebook. You know, he replies to my conversations or my messages. Very promptly. I'm not prying. I ain't forcing him to talk to me immediately. I respect that you work. You're out of country. Your time zone's different. So much respect to that guy. So me and him, we had he messaged me back and he was giving me his insight on why the homosexual uh community, like guys like him, that I call the silky beards. I call them silky beards. Why these dudes have a very they're gay, but they hate men. It's very weird. They're not like the sassy guys to where you can almost respect the sassy dudes, a lot more. But it's these type of dudes that are like they're in the perfect middle of like being the masculine gay dudes, the feminine gay dude. They're perfectly in the middle. But it's almost like they're not even. It's almost like these dudes aren't fully out the closet, or they don't even really know where they stand, what they like. Because that's the thing that's kind of crazy to me is seeing these slick beard dudes talk and worry, be so angry and be so hateful and spiteful towards black men, the supposed black men that they're attracted to. And you're probably gonna cut me off and be like, you mean gay black men? I'm like, no, they like black men in general, regardless of your if you're gay or straight. And the thing is that they love straight men pretty much more than they love gay men. Because there's this, I guess it's the masculinity, there is the you know they're using a woman's lens to be attracted to other men. So the fact that he's 6'2", the fact that he got abs, the fact that he's he looks edgy, he looks like he's in the streets. This turns them on. They're using black female logic for their attraction in men. And I think a lot of these dudes, they they put this facade, they put on this facade because they want to get with these straight dudes. They want to get with the dudes who are straight and are able to get women. I think it's out of jealousy and spite because maybe in the gay black community when you're looking at these kind of flamboyant guys, for them that are using female logic for attraction, they can't see protection. They can't see masculinity in these dudes. They can't see anything that's worth respecting. And I think it's because you have this straight black man who is, he's this rock and pillar of masculinity, and the way that he speaks against homosexuality, it's almost like you want to be. It's almost like the females who want to get Ray Ray and Pookie off the streets. Young lady has a nursing degree. She's dating Pookie, and she's like, "God, I just want you to do something. I want to be that girl that held you down, was able to get you a good little job. I want to be that." I think these guys, these gay dudes, do this to straight men because for the same reason. They want to be able they want to be, they have the gay community, gay black community has a very interesting and practically predatory way of wanting to turn out a straight black man. You watch, I've seen the DL videos on YouTube and TikTok to where you'll have like openly gay homosexuals, and they will talk with so much glee in their eyes when they're dealing with guys who are DL, and they're athletes, and they either have a girlfriend or a baby mama, and you know he was entrusted with the secret. The gay dude was entrusted with the secret of, hey, just keep my lifestyle, between us. But I'm gonna get to the point. So there was a video that he had that really pissed me off because he's trying to blame black men for shit. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. The stupid thing about it is that I couldn't get my burner account on this one on TikTok, so I had to create another burner account just to cross reference what I saved, and it's so fucking stupid. Baby caskets. Okay, it was this one.
And I'm so scared for these little girls today.
Stop crying, little girl. Ain't shit changing. It ain't gonna get better. It's actually about to get a lot worse. Little girls don't stand a chance. When the sons of these women that you have celebrating, when the bomb that you have created,
Now, okay, for those that don't get the full concept, the young light skinned lady is the teacher who was crying and saddened at the fact that her female students, and these were kids. These are like eight. I think her age range was like 4 to 12 or 4 to 15 or whatever. She's trying to teach ballet. She's trying to teach dancing, and the little girls are cussing her out. The mama is cussing her out, and she doesn't reference boys. She doesn't talk about the fathers. We don't even know if these kids have fathers in their life or what type of dudes their moms are dealing with. But there's no mention of boys. And this is what pisses me off with these silky dudes is that they find every little lazy excuse to blame black men. This has nothing to do with black men. And this is the thing that pisses me off in this fucking gynocentric society in the black community. Is that when black girls do something wrong, somehow it's a man's fault. And it's getting to the fucking point to where I'm sick of this shit. You already have people who are proud to speak out against sex threat and say that the music's trash. Yeah, majority of people would say, dudes especially would say, Sexy Red music is trash. Suki Honda's music is trash. It uh, Megan Stallion's music is trash. There's I'm pretty good. You can have, I guess, if you did a survey, you could probably say between 60 and 70% of dudes think Sexy Red is trash and despise her.
those little girls, your daughters will die. And you are celebrating the behavior.
And these homosexuals, they love scaring black women, because if they scare them enough, they will their host is that they will leave men alone enough to where these straight dudes are sexually frustrated to where, and this is just in their fantasy world, that these straight dudes will be sexually frustrated to the point to where they would want to be gay just to have sexual gratification. Don't think that these homosexuals, these gay dudes, are looking for up well to do black men. They're not. This is why even the trans community can't are always getting put in boxes, because they're chasing Ray Ray and Pookie as well, and a lot of people in the male homosexual community are using black women logic and finding attraction. So as much as he's talking all this shit about how black men ain't shit, they're trash and all that shit, it's sexually turning him on, because he's hoping that black women will eventually abandon black men to the point to where there's more black men in the homosexual community, in the gay community, for him to choose on. And it's something about the straight black man that turns him on. He wants to figure out what he can do to turn him out.
One 9-year-old boy.
Okay, you put that in there. And the thing is that the conversation of the teacher was that the girls have no guide. This is a group of girls. You point out to little RT. I ain't defending little RT. That's just one boy. And the thing is, if you're comparing little RT, to Sexy Red, who has radio time? They're not playing little RT on the radio. They might play that like on like the after hours in Atlanta and some shit. But they're not putting his. You're not gonna go to work at fucking 8 a.m. and listen and hear Lil RT and his bullshit. You're gonna hear Sexy Red. Sexy Red is getting. She just recently went to what was it, a Penn State game or Notre Dame game, on the field with the players, taking photos with the coaches. But you're complaining about a little RT that, not defending his actions, but I'm just saying it's not like that little nigga is gonna go to the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards and start rapping about R-ing women. We've already seen women who were sexualized going on Kids Choice Awards. Remember when Nicki Minaj went to it? Let me see, what was that was like 2014. I want to say. I remember the controversy with that. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to. White folks were like, yeah, we're gonna have to cancel Nickelodeon because why is this woman on the show? I think they were trying to do the same thing with Cardi B. Cardi B was on there too, I believe. Let me get it right. Kids Choice Award. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. She won. She's been on and off on Kids Choice Awards. So this is what she was nominated for. She was nominated Female Artist of the Year for 2015. She was nominated for that. Female Artist of the Year for 2016. Favorite Song Side to Side for 2017. But she won uh, Favorite Song for Bang Bang in 2015. This is also the same woman who like wasn't she like years ago trying to fuck a dude with a dildo on stage? She's walking around with dildos. You know, let's look at Cardi B, Kids Choice Awards. Okay, I don't think. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe it was just Nicki Minaj. No, no, no. Wait. Uh, well, she was there. Okay, because I remember she was. Well, I don't think she was not. I think she just went with her kids and family, but I don't think she was like nominated. Let me see, because the way the page is set up is not the same. So fuck. Let me look at this. Gotta go to her IMDb. See if I can find anything. Okay, yeah, Kids Choice Awards. Um, she was nominated for the Blimp Award for 2023 as the favorite female artist. 2022 Blimp Award favorite female artist. 2022 um nominee Blimp Award favorite song for Up. This is the Kids Choice Awards. Up, Up, a song about an erection. I, and don't get it twisted. For her nomination for 2022, what song was Up? Well, I mean, what song was popular other than Up? It was what was it? Ah, my God, it was the song with Megan Thee Stallion. Fuck, I don't even remember that song. I really feel like I'm showing my age or WAP. And that came out that came out what is that? Bro, I'm really okay, I'm really bad. That came out 2020. Okay, fine. All right, I got you. I really I'm really out of touch. I'm really out of touch. Um okay, so all right. But okay. But think about it. Okay, what kid friendly songs it is, and this is just the artist. This is her as a person. So this is basically just anything that she did, music collabs, all of that. Why is a child listening to this shit? What was not Nicki, what was Cardi B singing about in 2022? Again, still for children to be listening to. Why is I really got to show this, man. I got to show this to. Damn. So yeah. Well, okay. Like why is up? I don't even understand why that's on there. I'm actually surprised they didn't put WAP. I'm actually surprised that I would. Honestly, I won't even because really there's a gap because after 2022 for Up, it was 2018 as favorite breakout artist, and still I kind of have to wonder what the fuck was, and that was a lesser tame Cardi B because that's when she was getting the labels, the major labels. I don't even know. I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna care about the Teen Choice Awards. Kids will be teens will be teens. So I'm not really tripping about you know about all that shit. But the fact that Up the fact that Up is a favorite song for 2022 that she was nominated for that is crazy, right? That's crazy. Let me see if Meg The Stallion has been on the Kids Choice Awards. Yes. Meg The Stallion has, bro. If I see WAP, I better not motherfucking see WAP. Man, that's fucking crazy. I mean, that was it. Just two things, just three. I feel like there would be more. So let me I don't even know why these people are even rappers are even mentioned on the NAACP awards. Like, good grief. Let me find it. Fuck, where is it? That one. That's not that. You gotta be crazy. Meg Thee Stallion won the Blimpie Award for favorite music collaboration for the Sweetest Pie with Dula Lipa. Lipa. This is a song about sexualizing, seducing men to their death. This is about how is this a kid show? And you're worried about Lil RT. Lil RT is yet to be on the Kid Choice Award, or let alone get nominated for anything. How the how the fuck does this happen? How the fuck are the how the fuck is all of this? Why is a child? I don't understand, man. But you ain't seen Pop Smoke. I mean, before is that you ain't seen Pop Smoke nominations. You ain't seen Chief Keef. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they got all these bands that these kids, these black male artists can't even show up, even with their own kids, to the Kids Choice Award. They ain't letting in no motherfucking uh um Ti or Lil Jon or um who's some more hardcore, like a really hardcore rapper. Chief Keef, no drill rappers. They ain't letting in 21 Savage. They ain't letting him in. Shit, they ain't letting in no motherfucking. Damn, I'm really kind of blanking. Lil Webby, Lil Boosie. They're not. I'm pretty sure that there's a whole ban list of black male artists who aren't even allowed to show with their kids, even in the audience. But you're telling me up the Sweetest Pie is is something to be on the Kids Choice, and that doesn't even stop there. Um, Meg Thee Stallion was also for last year 2022. She was nominated for best collaboration for Beautiful Mistakes, and she was nominated on 2020 for breakout new artist. And I still have to. And you're telling me, homosexual, that you're worried about the boys. No, you should be worried about the women, because why is those? Because the thing is, oh well, the songs are just popular. Well, they're not playing that. Who name me the rappers that have went to, like, gangster rappers, like, who I don't see the game going to the Kids Choice Awards. Maybe there's a few. Let me see. Gang, but I'm not even too worried about it. I'm not gonna even waste my time, man. Let me just type out rappers who went to. But even for the rappers, that the male rappers again, I'm pretty sure. Okay, little baby went. Okay, mm. Lil Uzi, but little baby's Kids Choice Awards performance draws. But the thing is, look, they're angry. They're mad at a little baby. I don't even think he should have been in there in the first goddamn place. Let me see this. but the thing is, though, you can bring female artists who are intentionally singing about sex, to where I don't even know how you can even play the Sweetest Pie on the music video itself on Nickelodeon. I don't even know how you can do that and expect a kid to fathom that. That is fucking crazy. But let me see this. I don't even know what's the point of all this, man. Right? And they gave him some background dancers, some female backup dancers wearing crop tops. I'm actually surprised they ain't nude. But like I said, man, you know, people know how to call that out. People know how to call that out when a nigga is in the wrong. They know how to call that out. Was there backlash? I know there was backlash for Nicki Minaj, but it's like, is it still going? Is how much effort is being put out there? Motherfuckers are silent, man. But you worried about some evil boy out there going to a little girl. You worried about that, you know. And granted, there were some crazies. I can talk about we can talk about the kid, the light skinned kid from Atlanta who was misusing Manosphere talking points just to say some stupid shit about he's gonna R a girl for rejecting him. And people rightfully so found his address. I heard he got fired. His mama kicked him out. And what's crazy is that he's a child of a single mom, and his mom is like some kind of activist, and the mom scratching her ass trying to figure out where the fuck did he learn this? Where the fuck did he get this mentality from? So I don't know where this kid could be homeless. This kid be probably dead on the street. I don't know by now. But you know what's crazy though? Is that the same year Kendra G was did her show, and this was in February because I remember where I was at. This was in February. Is that she hooked she the I'm losing my train thought. There was a woman that called up on the show, and she was the alleged baby mama of Long Neck or Thick Neck. I don't know. It was I think he's like from Chicago, but he's this black dude who has a very wide neck, and this woman was claiming that she was his baby mama, and that Neck wasn't paying child support. So Kendra G was like, oh, he ain't pay. Oh, he's a deadbeat. Yo, he ain't paying no child support. And Kendra G says, you know what? And this ain't no alleged because I'm pretty sure that episode's still on this. I ain't got this proof, and it's not a hard find. But Kendra G said that black men, specifically black men, that's what she said, black men who don't pay child support deserve to get ard, deserve to get raped. This was live. There was no backlash. Nobody was trying to cancel her. Where is Chad Bitchman? Where is his response video for that? Most people won't even know who Lil RT is, man. You literally gotta like look him up if you just stayed on like TikTok. I just kind of found him through passing and shit. Kendra G has a huge, wider audience, a wider following. She goes mainstream. She does talk shows. She knows Beyonce. She knows Kanye. She knows all these people. No backlash. A woman says, black men who don't pay child support deserve to get raped in prison. She said that with confidence. Nobody called her out on it. And if you go to school in Georgia, you know that a lot of teachers back in my day, they fantasize. I had a teacher who was she was a social studies teacher, and she fantasized about black boys that she didn't like being raped in prison. She always talked about how it's the guys and the men in prison. They know how to break you down and punk little boys who think they all that. I'm scratching my head. I'm like, okay, you got a disruptive kid, but why does why does the conversation of correcting his bad behavior, why does that lead to rape? Why does it lead to him needing to go to jail and being raped in prison for him to act right? You don't use the R word to to correct bad female behavior. No one has ever justified R word in a female prison. No one has ever justified it. No one makes jokes about it. Nobody, nobody makes the person feel bad about it. None of that shit. Only black boys, for the smallest infraction, use rape in prison as a corrective tool. And these are black mothers that do that shit. This is black female teachers that do that shit. A father figure or a male will probably say, where you need to go. You need to go to, you need to go to the military, or you need to go to a reform school and get some military like guidance in you. Oh, no fucking black father or black teacher is gonna say, "Oh, you need to go to prison so you can get raped." Never heard that shit. Never heard that shit. And black mothers do this too goddamn much with their black sons, to where they'll put. I've seen this. They'll put on 60 days in, and I'm like, the boy, like, come on, boy as young as 5 years old. Okay, he taught back, or he he broke something, or he's just misbehaving. How the fuck does that carry on to to a fucking man in prison serving 20 years for armed robbery? How does that translate? I understand the school prison pipeline. I understand that. But the problem is that people use insignificant small ass infractions and try to compare that to a guy that's in jail for murder. School systems are so uptight on making sure that black boys are fucking emasculated. And you will work with disruptive girls to death. It don't even make any goddamn sense. I knew a girl that was expelled from school and went to alternative school every fucking year. She graduated on time. Yeah. I knew a girl who every time it was the end of the year, the last 2 months, the last 2 to 3 months of every year, she would get kicked out for like a fight or something and go to an alternative school. Every year, man. Freshman to fucking senior year. And she graduated on time. I knew a dude who tried to rob the gas station. I think he was a freshman year. I haven't heard from that nigga since. I don't even know where that nigga at now. Damn sure didn't graduate on time. But remember, but remember, this is what I call the cutie generation, to where these are the children of the designer babies. So yeah, they're immature. They're growing fast. I don't mind. The thing is, with this dude, he could have made a separate video. He didn't have to combine the video because the thing is, you're showing a black boy in the wrong when it's a conversation about black girls being in the wrong, and you don't want to accept that. You wanna fucking jerry rig the conversation to make it seem that there's little niggas like little RT coercing girls to be little girls his age to be grown. And I'm like, these chicks are already acting grown by themselves because look who's their mothers. And you watch shows like the Kendra G show, and you see women who literally don't give a fuck or give a damn. And like I said, I filter out the bullshit to where I filter out bullshit about money. I don't care. I filter out the bullshit about that they're making six figures or they want a guy that makes it. I filter that shit out. I don't let that rage quit me. The thing that they can't hide or lie about is their kids and how many kids they got. And these are women with six kids by four different men, currently pregnant. Got a 1 year, got a like not even 1 year. They got like a 3 month old. They got a like a 9 month old. They got a 2 year old baby, a 5 year old baby, a 10 like the age you get like it makes no fucking sense. And it's like, damn, you can't even let a child grow up to be 5 years old without getting pregnant again by a knucklehead. That's who's raising these damn kids. But the thing is, you guys can't hide behind racism, white supremacy that long. Because you really do have to prove to me that there's a good reason why fathers can't be in these kids' lives and force correct this shit. Because I bet you no, I don't give a damn where that father been or where he's from or his background or whatever. No black father is gonna let his daughter act grown, talk back to adults. I can guarantee you that.
Another 9-year-old boy.
It's the same kid, dumbass. It's not two different boys. If you knew, see, instead of you wasting your time trying to get people to enrage and say like these are two different boys, it's the same goddamn kid.
And the people who are supposed to be their parents don't know shit because they were raised in chaos themselves, are unable to control anything, not even their own sperm, because they're ineffective, derelict, and emotional, and will remain delusional to situations that are right in front of them.
And I would like to say, why don't you put the blame on the black women? And you're gonna say, oh well, the guys, they're the ones that's hitting these bitches raw. Okay, fine, okay, cool. But my thing is this: I'll always give black women the greater end of the responsibility stick because these bitches know how to reject. They know how to reject educated lanes. They know how to reject you for not being in the streets. They know how to reject you for not being 6'2". They know how to reject you. And I've always wondered why they can never apply that same motherfucking pressure on Pookie and Ray Ray. Let these bitches tell it when they get pregnant. They're on the Kendra G show. Why did you get pregnant by your last two baby fathers? Oh, I was young and dumb, and I was emotional, and I was in a state where I couldn't, I didn't, I felt like I needed somebody. I didn't love myself. They have all the excuses. The same chick, you put an educated lame in front of him, what she's gonna say? Oh well, he just wasn't confident. I didn't really like how he looked. His clothes were ugly and outdated. I just don't think he was a good match for me. He seems like a really good guy, but I'm just not really interested in dating. They know how to control their hormones then, right? When it's an educated lame in front of them, right? They know how to fucking do that.
Her girls meet their boys. They will die. They will all die. And your sons will kill them.
Come on, dude, do better than this shit. I should flag this bullshit, honestly, man. Low key, I should flag this bullshit. This is so. Let me guess. These fast ass girls are gonna die by these little pookie boys because they're dating, and the little pookie boy is gonna shoot them, kill them all. I mean, maybe it's possible, but maybe. Hey, let's just throw away all these goddamn kids. Let's just come on, man. Come on, like, dude, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. You a black man, your damn self, and you trying to fear mongle this narrative. Like, I keep getting so fucking tired of this narrative of the evil black boy that is somehow programmed and wired to kill the very women that raised him or he grew up with. It is the most craziest banana boat shit I've heard, man. And people believe this. This is why Kendra G, not just Kendra, not Kendra, Cynthia G can say can go on YouTube and say black women need to abort their black male sons. No outrage. She goes months later. She goes on Fox Soul with Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar says, "Hey, you put on YouTube that advocating for the abortions of black male babies. Why did you do that? Oh, Fox Soul. We're commercial break, and don't bring up the subject ever again." Whose tongue is more dangerous in our community? It's black women, because people are afraid to check it, or people have to make it seem like there's some kind of logical or there's some kind of educational reasoning for this for the comment when there isn't. Give me an educational reason on why only black boys need to be aborted. At the same time, you're complaining about black boys not doing the XYZ that they need to do. Maybe you need to work with the boys and stop using the solution that they need to be killed. That's just a thought.
You have three groups of millennials and Gen Zs that are all reproducing. This group of millennials and Gen Zs are the smallest of the three. This group was raised in chaos. They never had any structure whatsoever growing up. They became disorderly adults that produce disorderly children. Then you have this group, which is bigger than the first group but smaller than the third. This group didn't really need much parental involvement when it came to discipline. They understood boundaries, they had a natural respect for authority, they were independent, they were allowed certain freedoms, and raising them was pretty easy. Then you have the third group, which is the largest group. This group were disciplined. They behaved, they had structure and order in their lives. But this group, which is the largest group, were raised out of fear. They were disciplined, structured, and orderly by force. This group got whoopings. They were raised under the principle, what I say goes. Adults never needed to apologize because adults were never wrong. So even though this group, which is
Well, the thing is, you also have the question of understanding that, okay, if black men are so evil, they're so bad and all that shit, why do 40% of men are childless? Actually, I think it's like between 40 and 50, 53. So basically, you can even almost say that every two out of three black men are childless to a degree, slightly more or less. But you have so many black women who have children. There's more black women with children than men with children. What is that saying? Like I said before, these black women, they know how to reject guys for not being their type. They know how to reject these guys. But they let their emotions and their hormones kick in when they stay Pookie. And they're willing to risk it all for Pookie. And this is the chaos you get. You literally thought guys, little boys like little RT. Fine, let's talk about a little nigga. You think little RT would comprise out of a household where education is valued and the parents love each other and find each other in a respectful environment, not the club or the strip club or some shit like that. Why don't you teach women to choose better? Instead of us constantly having to apologize for everything that men do, or for apologize for the mistakes of women.